Hey, 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 beautiful souls. Holy shift. Are you feeling it? I'm sure you are. Well done. I just want to say, well done, everyone. Well done. I'm going to get this Palo Santo going, then we're going to get into it. My name's lisalyle. This is my channel, growing community here on YouTube. A very warm welcome to any of you who may be new finding this space. Welcome home. I trust that you will find something here that resonates and supports you on your awakening and healing journey. And to all of you who continue to come back, show up, and support me in any way, shape, or form, thank you so much for all the beautiful work you do. Your presence here is truly a gift for which I am eternally grateful. So, shoot. The date is July 1, 2025. Oh my goodness, how time flies. At this time, I'd like to ask that I am a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind. So proud of us at this time for the incredible, expansive breakthroughs and breakfrees that we are making. Holy geez. So it is, what day is it? It's Tuesday. How's everyone doing? There's no one here, so I feel like this is going to be a quick little check-in. I hope everyone's out enjoying the day. I'm about to make my way to the JOB. So I feel like I'm just going to dive in. Maybe we'll save some more of the personal for when we connect and there are people here to actually connect and engage. Right now, I feel, like I said, really encouraged to say to you, congratulations, well done. It hasn't been easy. And in particular, since it's 222 there on the clock, in particular, since Saturday, when we last connected live here, many of you will remember or know that I was in a tremendous amount of pain in through the right side, the right hip, our ability to move, hips representing our ability to move forward in life, to move forward into joy. And with the faith that there is something to move forward to. The space in between the hips, as you may or may not know, is the home of our emotional waters, the sacral chakra. And it's where we store trauma. It's where we store unresolved pain, emotions, guilt, and shame. So since Saturday, it got worse. It really got worse. And I went to work Sunday. I was, I can do this. I can do this. The little train that could. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I lasted an hour and maybe 10 minutes and had to leave. And so I feel I don't want to get too deep into all of it, but you're probably very likely feeling shifts through the sacral chakra. We've got the intimacy card here. I have to cover her boobs because we know YouTube doesn't like a woman's boobs. Intimacy. And if you look at it, it's very much the color of the sacral chakra, the oranges, the deep rust and roots. So it feels like as you make these breakthroughs, as you make these break frees, life becomes colorful once more again. And it's almost like a remembering, and you may be moving through this right now, or it's coming close, a remembering of who you have always been. Beneath the guilt and shame, beneath those things, the weight of guilt and shame that you carried or have carried in this life that was never yours to carry to begin with. The release of that is a tremendous release. So from Saturday, things went worse to Sunday to Monday. almost, you might say, a miraculous recovery. And as of today, Tuesday, feeling even more miraculous and like, wow, we are so powerful. And those of you who resonate here, this is who you are. And these are the reasons why you are here, because you are the catalyst. You are the vessel of the holy shift. And all I can say is, holy shift. I'm so excited. And I heard so on Saturday night, or was it Friday night? Friday night, I had received the message that it wasn't mine to carry. The guilt, the shame, it was not mine to carry, to let it go. And then woke up Saturday in pain in the hip. And then Sunday, like the worst of it. And yesterday, the shift. And I have been hearing since yesterday, most of yesterday, but really last night when I made it home from the job, how proud the spiritual realms is of us. How freaking proud we have done it. We we have done it in service to being the vessel of life, of the golden age, of heaven on earth experience, of children releasing guilt and shame that has never been theirs, and all children young and old, right? All of us, because everything is cyclical, and it's all been, you are the one who came to break free, the black sheep, the tie-dyed sheep, the weirdo, the freak. You are the one who came to clear ancient history, to clear the karmic tapes on repeat that have washed, it's like washed the brain, washed the brain, watered down the experience of what it means to be human. And the fact that each and every one of us have a purpose, a reason for being here now. Again, deep reverence. And if I really trusted myself, I would, a deep bow to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for focusing on you and what you can do to experience peace in the immortal present moment. 44. With your spiritual team, with the spiritual realms. This is about deepening our connection with the spiritual as we release the burden, the weight, the heaviness of the guilt and shame that we may have carried that was never ours to carry. And the acknowledgement of that brings tremendous relief. And this isn't about finger pointing or guilt and shame, passing it on to another. It's simply letting it go so that we may float. Honoring our truth, showing up for you. Lisa showing up for Lisa, and all of you, insert name here, showing up for yourself. Oh, the boobs again. Shambhala, the golden age. Moving beyond judgment. Again, judgment, the high priestess energy, moving beyond it and standing on your own 2 feet. I literally could not walk on Sunday. And, obviously I did walk on Sunday. So shaky, so much pain. It was, from that to a 30% reduction in the pain, in the ability to move forward, getting that right hip lining up, keeping that foot straight, going forward, focusing on the immortal present moment, and what I, lisalyle, has the ability to change and to control. And that's at this time, that's the extent of it. That's the extent of it. How are we doing? How are you feeling? If you're resonating when you watch this, hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, YouTube tells me that 50% of the people that watch and connect with these messages aren't even subscribers of this community, of this channel. Introduce yourself. We're family. Come on, come out of the shadows. Lift the rug. We're sweeping it all out to the middle of the road. Let's get to know one another. Let's get the show on the road. On with the show. This is it. It's like an episode of the Looney Tunes, like old school Looney Tunes. Come on with the show. This is it. With your walking stick and top hat. Come on, let's have some fun. And we get to that, actually. It's an interesting concept or space for us to be within. It's like it's work. It takes work, 11:22, to create space for joy to be the experience of the everyday. And we, our physical bodies, are the witness to all of this, to the holy shift. We are the witness to the incredible nature of our powerful connection to Source, who loves us unconditionally and is so proud of us at this time. Have you been tending to the child back there in the bed? The thoughts going on in the head, what was happening? If you've been tending to that child, you are likely feeling the excitement of this shift. You likely have felt incredible discomfort as you have broken free from the weight of the guilt and shame that was never yours to carry to begin with. And however that looks for each of us. And here on this card, I can't help but notice all the orange and then the pink and purple. And this is really about us, the individual, here having a human, HUE, experience temporarily while we are eternally connected to a loving Source who has been with us through it all, even back there, the child in bed. Who were you talking to in your head? What were the conversations, and what was the nature of the relationship that you had with God, Creator, Source? It's time to nurture that and allow 1313 and allow yourself to be nurtured more. The loving Father was always there for us. The loving Creator, the masculine essence truly was always there for us in the spiritual realms, and as well as the feminine essence, the mother being here for us in the earthly realm, on the earthly plane. And it's about us moving beyond the pain of what, and it's not, it's everyone. It's everyone. There's no one I can't imagine that hasn't experienced some level of pain. What's most important, though, is the pain that we experience deep within the space between the hips, the waters, the emotional waters of our experience. This is the crux of it. Oh, let me see if I can get that. This is what fell. This is the crux of it. The emotional waters. 8. Our immortal nature. If we look at that, we don't really reduce master numbers, but if we did, we'd have a double 8 there. The abundant floodgate. You have just you have just, or you're just about, at the time when you connect with this message, whenever it is, you are just about to make an incredible breakthrough, which sets you free to go forth in this life and simply be the beautiful child of creation that you came to be, abundantly supported, not only in the spiritual realms, here too on the earthly realms. And for many, many people at this time, many are not feeling all of the support on the earthly realms. And I would encourage you, if you're not feeling that, to take your shoes off and to feel the soles of your feet on the ground beneath you, because we are supported. And the more that we can support ourselves, show up for ourselves, support ourselves in being regulated, in being integrated, then the more easily what is meant to be a part of our experience will be called in, magnetized, drawn in to our realms. And that's the beautiful lesson of the hips. I have really come to understand, and I'm still exploring and still doing clearing and integrating through the hips, is that it requires work and effort for us to be open to the experience of joy. And that's because so many young girls and boys were so disappointed. We're so let down throughout life. We're so traumatized by perhaps another's inability to regulate their own nervous system. Another wounded child who, grew up within an experience of fright. And if that's not your story, then, awesome. Perhaps this message isn't for you, or perhaps you resonate in a different way to the message. So let's get a message from Gaia, Mother Earth. Yeah. Releasing and letting go of these attachments. There's our 888, the abundance floodgate. It requires work. 8 months ago, I moved here to an address that is 888. We've done it. Congratulations. Honestly, congratulations. And remember, it's like, these are the messages you're receiving now. And it doesn't mean that, although it may be, oh my gosh, all of a sudden the abundance is flowing and it's here, it's coming in, and wow, man, I didn't see that coming. And it also may be a little slower. It may be because because it requires us to do the work. It requires us to do the excavation, is what I've heard. Excavation and no expectation. We're here to let go of restriction and fear. And fear of what? Being seen? Fear of what? Remember, the guilt and the shame has not and was not yours to carry. Ascension into the light via the deep dive, as above, so below. Oh my goodness. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. And that creates this 6-pointed Merkaba energy, star energy, the peaceful heart rising beyond the trauma that lived below the heart, in the child of God, in the child of creation, the child of source, who is here to be abundantly co-creative, bringing forth their own unique soul signature, their own unique gifts. That's each and every one of us. And it's up to us to choose to live our bliss. 3, the Empress energy, magnetizing, having done the work. It's like do the work. Do the work. I saw a good video yesterday when I came home from, was it yesterday or the day before? Probably the day before. When I came home from work, when I left and came home, I guess I got to my couch at about 4:30, and did not move. Gratefully, my son was home and able to help bring ice and this kind of stuff. And so I was like scrolling and stuff. Anyways, I saw this video, and the whole climate lunacy that's been going on for the entirety of my life, really, and yours too. So it was really debunked, because I've said for years, if you really want to be the change, you've got to support that. And we support it through our actions, whether it's where we spend our money, the things we buy, the things we consume, where we shop, all of that. And it's the same with the spiritual realms. There's a spider crawling down the blue candle right now. It looks like one of those little jumping spiders. I hope it doesn't jump on me. And it was 12:21. I hope it doesn't jump on me. So we have to do the work. And this is, if we don't do the work, we're not going to have the experience that we were all born for. It's about our divine birthright. It's about breaking the karma so that we can experience the wheel of destiny. The best in me, bringing out the best in me, I just heard. The wheel of destiny. It's here for all of us. This is the card. They like to fall on the ground. As I'm saying, the wheel of destiny, we have 28, which comes to a 10, which is the wheel of destiny. The wheel of fortune. The purity of heart. This is so beautiful. I'm so friggin' excited. Honestly, I have not, the intensity of this shift that I just went through and am currently still moving through, I have not felt since 1995. Was it 95? Yes, 1995. So that's 30 years ago. 30 years ago. There's so much to talk about, and we'll deep dive into that Friday night or Saturday night. And it's really in the personal experience, I can relate everything back at what we're going through, what we're moving through, what we're breaking free from, back to being initiated with the Pisces new moon of 2024. And here we are a year and 3 months beyond that. And it is incredible. And the release, the letting go of attachments, no boobs, please, is what sets us free. And the choice is within you and me. What's it going to be? 2332 there. The divine masculine. There's such, honestly, I just don't even know what to say anymore. I am just so excited. And it's like the ability to move forward in joy without knowing what is in store. That's a part of the allure, because there are so many who love us unconditionally, yet ultimately we are eternally connected to one loving, forgiving, generous source. And this is where all gifts are now flowing. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. Yes, absolutely. Releasing and letting go of the guilt and shame does not have to have us, again, projecting that onto anyone else or pointing fingers with blame. It's simply an internal shift. It's something we do for ourselves, because we can no longer live under the weight of this, because we were born for bliss, and we know this. And the child back then knew it too. And yet the child back then, on a soul level, agreed to go through what you have lived through, what we've all lived through. We agreed to it. Another 10, double tens, triple eights, double tens. Crystal ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom. Yes, absolutely. I've been sleeping in recent days with twin soul terminated citrine points. Beautiful. And that beautiful piece of angel, the white calcite, the clear calcite that I've shown a number of times here on the channel. And so again, attuning back into what supports you. When all's said and done, during Friday night, when everything was coming to a head, if you will, they're saying top card, so I'll take it. When everything was coming to a head, it was only me and Source. I mean, my dogs and the cat was here. Ultimately, it was just me and Source, and Lisa back then, and Lisa today. And you know who else? That loving Source that was with me back then and got me to today, so that I could release and let go of the burden and the weight of guilt and shame that was never mine to carry. Same for you. Same for all of us. Same holds true for all of us. And then we come back to remembering who we are, reestablishing, reacquainting ourselves with the soul that beats as our heart and what it is we're here for. The final card today is 1. Spirit awakens. Yes. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Honestly, it's so beautiful. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. Number 1, the new beginning, the magician. We've got it all. You've got all the tools. You've got all the resources. Do you have the willpower? It's up to us to choose each and every hour. And if I had chosen to push myself through on Sunday and try to just grind through, I can guarantee you I would be on my back today. I would not be here standing and speaking to you, because I would not have been honoring the needs of what my body needed in order to break through and to break free from deep, deep-seated cellular memory is what just came in. And I just had in the right hip, just beyond the right hip. Maybe if I didn't have a little pouch there at my belly, it would be like resting on the right hip. But if I had not listened, if we do not listen to the intuition, we often find ourselves in a stickier, more troubling situation. And my ability to listen on Sunday and leave the job and come home, really within 24 hours, less than 24 hours, showed me how incredibly powerful we are when we tune in to the voice of our intuition, of a loving source, of the spiritual realms, whatever it is. This is about healing. This is about high heart activation. It's about the wisdom that flows from deep within us, within the shadow. And no doubt about it, that sacral is the shadow. It's where that's where we break free from. That's where we break free from. And our hips move us forward through each and every day in joy. Enjoy not really knowing what's in store for us, knowing though, and holding the faith that wishes and dreams do come true. Wishes and dreams. And, have a little bit of fun. On with the show. This is it. Thanks so much for showing up, everyone. I trust something here has made sense to you. If you've made it to this far in the video, in the message, thanks so much for the, I want to say grunt work, because I was grunting as I was trying to get that hip to move. That grunt work that you do, the inner work that you don't talk about, that nobody sees, that supports your ability to show up in the world as you do. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing up. Until next time, everyone, take good care.